Racism to me is when one race is discriminating the other race because of how they look, where they're born, how they act, anything about them that make them stand out and different and look different.
Canada is probably a big hot spot for racism because of all the different nationalities, because we're known for people immigrating here a lot. So there you get a lot of different people and who don't like each other.
I think it definitely still exists.
People are scared of what they don't know, and sometimes they just sort of draw the line at they're weird and they're different, and then I think that's how racism starts.
You feel it in society. You go shopping, you go to any on a daily activities, but what you do, you try to ignore it completely.
Like I can think of the only time I really see it is like day to day, like little examples, like within like my friends at school, like kind of making fun of, not like, but like poking fun at each other. Like Ian, for example, like gets like Asian jokes like thrown at him all the time. But then at the same time, like the kid with red hair in my class gets red hair jokes thrown at him all the time. Like it's not necessarily a mean-spirited thing at all.
Miss, if you've got a couple of minutes, I want to show you what these 3 young kids did to the washrooms. It's a disgrace.
I grew up in Tsawwassen, and it was a primarily Caucasian environment, and there's a few times where I got sort of left out or just sort of cut out of things because I was Asian.
So what happened?
I heard some kids in the men's washroom.
Yeah.
So I quietly came around and I could smell fumes and what's this, you know, doing, what the hell doing? And then I realized that it was spray bomb.
Yeah.
We're not as racist anymore, so there's, well, it's not that we're not as racist, but like the terms used are what even like people that we would make fun of use themselves. Rappers will like use racist terms towards their friends and stuff in their music and stuff like that. They don't take it as offensive, but other times people really do, and it can hurt people, especially when you're saying it in public in front of everyone.
So I tried to talk to them, asked them what was their idea, why were they doing something like that? Well, we didn't do it. I said, hey, the fumes are still in the air and that, and they were washing their hands. You know what I mean? They could wiping their hands with the paper towels in there. And well, it was discrimination against every race in there.
This is really overt and
it's spelled out
all over the bathroom, and like this is quite intense. But I've seen things like this in bathrooms, especially for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. Here?
About a month ago.
Wow. This is dangerous.
What have people's reactions been to it? You seen anyone have a look at it?
It's all the same thing. Nobody's taking care of the kids. Nobody's taking care of the kids. Why are the kids doing things like that?
It makes you wonder if they're actually part of like the KKK, like it's written there, if they're actually like part of that, or if they're just doing it to be cool, or if they're just trying to hate on everyone because that way they look cool in front of their friends.
Tell me who you hang around with, I can tell you who you are. You know, if I have my kid hanging around with the wrong crowd and they put all these ideas in his mind and he's just, and then, you know, they start to do this kind of stuff.
Maybe that stuff is like all around me and I just like don't notice it because it's not something that really applies to me. Like if I was of like a more minority race, like it might stand out to me more. I don't know how you can really deal with that. Like you can just cover it up, but that doesn't like stop or change like what those kids have done, really. Like it doesn't change like how they're thinking.
It's hard to change the way someone feels.
Excuse me, my son needs to use the washroom.
You can like put laws against it, which there are, but that's still not stopping it.
The people have freedom of speech to say whatever they want, if we like it or not. And so we do not have much to do about it, but we can illegalize racism, because that would be impossible. There would still be many places on earth where there would be racism. I think there isn't much pressing down on it, and some people go and they say, oh, I'm free to hate.